Hi, this is Janice Seagraves. In just a minute, I'm going to show you the drip lines that I put in my garden. Working on, see if I can get this zoom in. Been working on a drip irrigation system for my plants, and this is for some pots. I have some of these up a little bit higher, but they don't seem to be working. It's just these bottom ones. I think this one over here is working just fine too. But then when you go up to these higher pots, they don't seem to be dripping in there like they're supposed to, so I'm going to try something else. I'm going to zoom it in. I'm having trouble with these. They're drying up on me. I don't think I want to mess with that plant anymore. I'm just having too much problems. And these are cyclamens? I don't remember. And they're hanging in there. I've had these plants for years. And this one over here, I call it my mother's vine. It's not really her vine. It's a type of vine that's similar to the one that she grew when I was a child. And it was right out front of the house, and she'd hustled Deanna and I out, my sister and I out, to take pictures in front of this thing when it was in full bloom, and it had these beautiful blooms all over it. This one hasn't come to bloom yet. What you see is a succulent on the other side there. It's got its bloom sticking out. But anyway, it's doing really well. When I got it last year, it was a little tiny thing, about 3 inches tall. And now it's just growing and growing. It's tripled in size already. So hopefully I'll get to plant it next year, I hope. Lavender. And it's just putting buds on now. This is my daughter's lavender. This originally in here had some asparagus, which turned into a fern. And then I have some wildflowers growing in it. This is actually another lavender, but it's not putting on any buds right now, but it is very healthy. Now, I don't know why this one is so little and this one is so huge. This thing grew all the way up here. I'll tuck you in right there. And they have berries on them. These are going to be cantaloupes. I don't know if you call them, I guess, fruit. Oh my god, look how big that is. I didn't even notice that. That's huge. Well, compared to the other ones. If you look at this thing is just getting so big. I don't know what's going on here, but maybe it's the start of the netting that they developed. But I had put it in this little net just to kind of hold it up. So it's just getting so big. That's a cantaloupe. It's amazing how big these cantaloupes can get sometimes, and that's just a little one. I put some drip lines in. They're a drip hose. It's just a little bitty drip hose. And I put it all the way down. And this is my my yellow pear that I was replacing the other yellow pear with. And I'm trying to get it to grow. The other one it dried up, so I just went ahead and pulled it out. And these are some carrots in the front and some radishes in the back. And yes, you are seeing some egg shells in there because it's supposed to be good for the garden, but it takes like a year to decompose, so I'm not hoping that's going to help now. And these seem to be doing alright, but not these. These are my cilantro that I was growing for my son-in-law, and I only have like a couple survivors. Most of them just died because of the heat. And this was an existing plant, and it's also cilantro that it dried up, so I'm going to have to take this out of there too. And I have been picking some cucumbers off my cucumber vine. There's one there. And you can see it, but there's another one. They're pretty small. So it's going to take at least a week, if not longer, for me to get some cucumbers to put in my salads. I'm just about giving up on growing greens, salad greens. That one's getting long and skinny. It's long and skinny. And hopefully it'll thicken up. And let's see. Ah! Got caught. And let's see, do I have any bigger ones in here? Hello? Not seeing anything. But doesn't mean they're not there. Sometimes they hide. Oh, oh. Yep, I got one that's getting big right there. Oh, can you see it? Yep, it's right there. There it is. That's when it's getting kind of big. Yee! I had let these die, and these I haven't taken them out yet like I should have. These I was trying to see if they would turn into nice round heads because my husband likes head lettuce. They didn't. In fact, they're looking kind of rough. So I have to harvest them pretty soon with this back. And they're not doing well. The spinach and radishes aren't doing that great. And my onions in here aren't doing that great either. My broccoli isn't doing too good. This is doing alright. I've been harvesting a few strawberries here and there. There's one there. They're nothing red today. It's just all kind of green. And this is doing alright. I don't know why it's really hot right here in this corner, but they're doing just fine. I've already harvested out of this. I'm going to harvest again, especially since the box lettuce my husband bought me was turning yellow. And this one's doing alright too. I'm going to harvest out of here soon. Those are doing alright. This is my Roma tomato, and they seem to be doing really, really good. And I don't know if this thing will focus on it, but there's one way in the back. Yep, there it is. And it's turning red already. There's another one back in there. I've actually been harvesting quite a few off of this. I made a salad today with two Roma tomatoes in it. But I'm going to like plant probably 2 or 3 of these next year because it is my biggest producer this year, and it's just doing so well. Oh, look, there's more. One there, and there's one down in there, and another one behind it. And oh yeah, this one's doing well. So I'm very pleased with this. This is Better Bush, and I am not impressed with Better Bush. I do not do well with the big tomatoes, you know, like Better Bush and Better Girl and Beef Master and stuff like that. I just don't do very well at them at all. And I only had 2 tomatoes off of this one, and there's just, I mean, it's a big healthy tomato plant, but it's just, it doesn't have any tomatoes on it. I keep looking on it and looking on it, and nope, nothing, just nothing. So I'm hoping I will, like maybe the fall when it starts cooling down again. And I have some berries getting ripe. You see them right there. And I think one on top could be harvested today. And I've got some onions in here that are starting to get bulb out and get round. And these are my strawberries. And I got these bare root. I never had bare root strawberries before. And some of them just died at the bottom of this thing. I forget what this is called, but anyway, the top part seems to be doing all right. And my jade plants aren't doing too well. They were inside. I brought them outside, and it's been really rough on them. So I'm just trying not to water them too much right now because they don't take a lot of water. Most of these don't take a lot of water. But they seem to be hanging in there, and which are one of the best things about succulents when you live in a hot, dry climate is that they do tend to hang in there pretty good. Just want to show you the progress this thing has made. It's grown over, I don't know if you've been keeping up, but this is a canopy. When we didn't put the cloth cover on it, what we did was we put the redwood lettuce on it so that our grapes can grow over it. And this is the grapes. You can all of a sudden when my husband lifted that up and put them up there on the redwood lettuce, these things just took off. And you could see all that we had. And they are doing so well. Look how huge they are. And they're just lovely. And I've been coming out here and taste testing, see if they're ripe enough to eat yet. And of course it's going to be a couple more weeks or a month. For some reason, everything's a little bit late in the season right now. This one looks like it's getting ready. I just usually pluck off a berry to try. Nope, nope, sour, sour. Ugh, gross. Please like, share, and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.